Hey, my Sagittarius babies, how you doing? This is EJ from Torota Tarot, getting ready to do what is it? Sagittarius and Taurus sitting in a tree, Kissing. Anyway, I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Y'all got some stuff going on. Shit, let me get the damn cards on the table. What the hell? Goof these up. Goof them real quick. There's a tower. I saw the tower a couple times. And this may not be between the two of you. We're going to find that part out. But there's a tower. Maybe work that something is going on at work that is shaking things up enough that it's affecting your relationship at home. Let's see what we got going on. So this is coming from Sagittarius's perspective. We got the Two of Wands in the Sun. Oh boy. Recent past. Six of Wands. The Lovers. Why am I hearing For Lovers Only? I ain't heard that song in 100 million years. Woo. And the Knight of Swords at the end of your recent past. Current energy, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Death card. Okay, so there's something going on. It's transformation. Strength. Emperor, you've been showing up tonight. And the Three of Wands. Let's see what we got out of here. Bottom of the deck. Two of Wands is pulling the Knight of Cups, and the Sun is pulling the Fool. How about that? The Six of Wands is pulling the Hangman. The Lovers is pulling the Hierophant, but the Hierophant, the booty end, not the front end. Talking about your inner purity, being pure of heart at some point. The Knight of Swords is pulling the Four of Swords. The Eight of Swords pulls the Ten of Wands. The Knight of Cups pulls the King of Swords. The Death card pulls the Six of Swords. Strength card pulls the Knight of Wands. The Emperor pulling the Page of Cups. And this is the King of Swords on top of the Three of Wands. Wow. But what the hell is really going on? For real. Okay, Sagittarius, what the hell? Okay, so not going with the flow. That's the back end. That's the back end of the energy. Painful but necessary losses. So on the front end of your overall energy with the Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups sitting up there, you're dealing with dedication issues. You're trying to plan, Sag, and move forward, progress, but in that you're also not owning your power. You're looking for dedication from everybody, but you're not owning up to your own power in the situation. And that is what is causing a lot of conflict. Your partner, your Taurus, knows what's going on, but you not owning up to that is almost causing a lack of passion between the two of you. And it's almost like, Sagittarius, you are more interested in the dedication part than you are anything else. Are you dedicated to me? Are you committed to me? Are you? That's the front end of your overall energy. The back end with the Fool and the Sun. You're not going with the flow. And so what's happening, it feels like Taurus may be kind of, I know y'all get tired of me with my little analogies, but it is what it is. If you've ever seen a herd of bulls, whatever kind of bull, ox, whatever, every once in a while, the rancher will have to send the dog because there's one bull that has decided to meander way on the other side of the damn meadow. And so this is what this feels like. you aren't going with the flow. Taurus is trying to chill. And so there's some painful loss going on here, because Taurus is getting agitated. I guess I'll put it like that. Because they don't understand why you were so focused on dedication and you're not trying to do anything else in the relationship. You just want to know everybody is dedicated to doing the job. You're not, nothing else. And that's going to cause you, if you're not already, it's going to cause you, because you aren't really going with the flow and you're so focused on planning and making plans and doing all this stuff. Not going with the flow. It's going to cause you some painful losses. Looking at your recent past with the Hangman from the front end, sitting on top of the Six of Rods. That's what the back end looks like. But we got the front end. You somewhere in this relationship, this is recent past, I think we're going back to May or June. You may have not been able to change your perspective, even though everything was going good. You know, you were kind of at that point going with the flow, but there was some kind of fall from grace. I don't know what happened, Sagittarius. I don't know. I don't know what you did, but there was a fall that leads to new is the vice versa card. And then on this, in this deck, it's just a straight ass fall from grace. And that's the energy that's resonating back. So I don't know what happened. You fell out of maybe Taurus's good graces because of something else going on. And then we come right next to this with the Hierophant. And you got the booty end. You ain't got the front end. You got the booty end. Maybe you were making a choice. Or maybe you played your cards wrong and made the wrong choice. I don't know how that's resonating with y'all. I don't know. But it feels like you had choices. A choice in love. And maybe you made the wrong choice because you weren't coming at it right. That inner purity. You had some other motivation. Again, you know, you're looking for something. Dedication goes in a lot of different directions. Being dedicated to each other, being dedicated to your job. You may be wanting everybody to be on board with going to work and doing this, that, and the other. And Taurus is like, nah, I'm not doing none of this shit, because you're trying to force an issue that doesn't need to be forced. Just saying. So from your recent past, this Knight of Swords, just a lot of opposition. And not only from Taurus and whoever else may have been around at that time, also with yourself, because this is mental energy. And so you're just fighting in your head about, what do I want? What are my boundaries? What's my truth? No truths, because this side didn't come up. So this is about not coming at it with a pure heart. Look that back over. So that brings us to your your current energy, I'm sorry, with the Eight of Swords. Fear of moving on. Your emotions, again. And I'm going to say it because it's rattling around in my head. If your sex life with Taurus is not banging and booming right at the moment, I don't know how that's playing with you, Sagittarius. I don't know how that's working, but you may be feeling like you've got some repressed emotions. This is a Ten of Wands. Wands is definitely Sagittarius fire energy. So you may have some built up, stacked up shit in your head, maybe in other places as well, where you're keeping your emotions in, and that in turn is keeping you kind of in limbo from moving forward. You were stuck on something. Coming right back to this. You see, we got the ass end of the horse. So this may be something related to, you know, you feeling like Taurus is not dedicated to the situation, and that may be making you feel some kind of way, or maybe there's a conversation you need to have with Taurus so you can clear up whatever the misunderstanding is. Ultimately, and I'm going back to your overall energy because it's taking me here, you're trying to be successful in this, but you're not going with the flow. You're forcing something. The Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, talking about that struggle, because you've got some repressed emotions going on. You're isolating, which brings us to your centerpiece with the King of Swords. It's about justice and bringing justice, but really it's about bringing some order into this, getting the truth out, following your intuition, and going through whatever transition you need to go through in this relationship without losing your objectivity. And that's the very next thing that's here, but I'm actually looking up here at this, not going with the flow. So your little job for the next month is to break down some of this iciness and get up off of whatever high horse thing you happen to be on with the Knight of Cups up here with the dedication thing, and start dealing with what's really going on in your relationship with your Taurus. Start talking so you can transition out of this whatever shit you're in and move into something more stable, more comfortable. Taurus right here is just trying to sit back and go with the flow. That's all they do. You may think they're being lazy. You might think Taurus is not paying you any attention. You might feel like Taurus is not dedicated enough to the kids or the house or the relationship or whatever. And really what Taurus is doing in this energy is probably the best thing you can do. Go with the flow. Trying to force issues, trying to make people see your side of just fuck it. Go with the flow. Gain some objectivity and deal with the transition. What's blocking you? I'm not looking at the sudden ending side. I'm looking at the other side. What's blocking you? Think about what's blocking you and get some distance in your head. That sword energy, moving out of that choppy into the calmer. Get some distance in your head with this situation so you can think clearer about it. There's also the note here that you need to have a conversation with your Taurus. You need to explain to them why whatever dedication, whatever you're planning, or whatever is such a big deal to you. You may need to sit down with Taurus and explain to them why it's such a big deal. You don't need to experience any kind of painful loss behind something because you don't want to open up. Just saying. For some of you, this may, like I said, work related. It may be about a job. That might be the painful and necessary loss that you're dealing with. And the dedication part may be that you're feeling like, nobody is recognizing your dedication to the situation. And that in turn is spilling over into the relationship. Hence, Taurus and Sagittarius not having no sex, not having much conversation. Y'all are just like two ships passing in the night. When we get to your future energy with the Knight of Wands sitting on top of the Strength card, tolerance and facing reality. Having some tolerance for whatever's going on in your household and facing the reality without getting aggressive. And the front of this is about departures. Yeah, the front of this is about departures. So trying to avoid that, obviously, but dealing with the situation aggressively and not just sitting back and going, okay, well, I'm pissed off and I'm going to isolate and do my own little shit and fuck y'all or whatever. Not doing that. Deal with the situation as it is. You may have had and you may have some setbacks, but don't let that keep you from enjoying your relationship with your Taurus because you're all caught up in your head. All is well. Ultimately, everything will be groovy. You just need to get through this little chunk of time so you can see it. Moving ahead, the Emperor, you may, I don't know why this is zigzagging back. You may get a job, another job. This is how this is resonating with you, that will provide the stability, but you may not be interested in it. Once again, we got the ass end of another card. You may also, and this can also resonate with some of you, you may get back into the swing of your relationship, but you may be losing interest, Sagittarius. Some of this may be because you're losing interest. And again, I'm encouraging you to have a conversation with your Taurus so that there's no misunderstanding about what's happening. Because as far as I can feel, Taurus is like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you tripping? What the hell? Why are you planning and trying to move everything right now? I'm just saying. At the end of this, the liberation sitting on top of the Three of Wands. Preparation and foresight. Liberation means only one thing. Liberating yourself from whatever situation it is has got you all flippity-flawed. For whatever that's worth. Some of y'all are just, you're not being rational, like I'm saying, like Taurus. You're not being cool. Y'all are just like, fuck. And you may need to liberate your mind so your ass can follow. I'm just saying. It may take you some time. It's like springtime. You know, it seems like it takes forever for them little buds to come out on the tree in February and March. You've been in winter forever. You're trying to get to some warmer weather. Expecting delays, I'm going to say it's going to take some time. But you need to liberate yourself from whatever it is up here that's got you just so tight that you are ignoring everything else going on in your relationship. I'm going to pull 3 just because I think I need to pull 3. Do like I did before. See what we comes up with. 5 of Cups, 8 of Coin, where's your Taurus, and the 3 of Wands. So, this 5 of Cups and 3 of Wands concerns me because there may be some third party type shit going on. Taurus is doing what, that's Taurus right there. Taurus is working hard, trying to make some shit happen. But you, Sag, for whatever reason, are focused on them cups in the front. And I always say the carpet is white. You know, somebody spilled their red wine on your white carpet. And you were just, it's like you're almost blowing it out of proportion and you were forgetting about the relationship that you're in. And it's going to cause some problems. If this is like the stew right here just beginning to simmer. You don't want to let this fester. Sagittarius, you do not want to let this fester because this is not going to be cute. Taurus figures out, or if they begin understanding that you're more focused on something that has either happened in the past or something that's not going forward, or you just kind of, I hate to say this, but it's the truth, you're just kind of stuck on stupid, Taurus is going to roll out on you. That part, I can tell you for a fact. That's the energy that's there, because Taurus, they got their head down. They like, work. Just saying. And they're doing it. And they're trying to figure out what is the big idea. And just looking at the cards, fuck what they are. I'm just looking at the pictures on the cards. This is a lot of ass. I'm looking at the back end of a lot of these vice versa cards, which means that Sag, you're being stubborn. I don't know, Sagittarius can be stubborn with a Taurus, but you're being stubborn about something and you won't let it go. And this is all you. These are not, you got no cards on here with 3 or 4 people. This is just, other than this 3 of Wands. And see, with all this going on, I'm going to put this out there. Taurus is going to hate me forever, but that's okay. You're leaving the door open for some third party shit. I'm going to just put it where it is. Because you want to know it, you want to hear it, here you go. You were leaving the door open, either on your end or on Taurus's end, because you were so fixated on whatever this little thing is that you were forgetting everything else about what's going on in your relationship. The Taurus is trying to work hard to keep shit together. I'm just saying. Let it go. As my sister would say, L-I-G it. Let it go. Just let it go. Fuck it. Whatever it is it worth your relationship? That's probably the question you want to ask yourself. Is it worth your relationship? What did I just say? Let go. Let go. Do what Taurus is doing. And just get on the couch, get the remote, get a beer, However this resonate with you, get a drink, get a joint, whatever. But let it go. Just let go and let the relationship move forward. Talk to your Taurus and get some instant feedback. That gut. See what your gut tells you when your Taurus starts talking. Because if you ask Taurus something, they're going to answer you, Sag. I'm just saying. They're going to give you all kind of stuff. And then whatever is vexing you. This is, like I said, this could be work. And it's so serious in your head that you're bringing it home and it's causing a lot of problems. Cloak yourself in light. Ask the universe to cloak you in light before you walk out the door so you are not schlepping all this negative energy back in. Just saying. Sagittarius, I love you. Taurus, I love you. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week and a good month of September. I will talk to y'all soon. Love you. Bye-bye.